Hey friends, it's Kurt from Transformative Journeys. Back at you again from Briones Regional Park over here in the East Bay. So a few days ago, I posted a video on motorcycle mindfulness and some suggestions on some exercises that you could use to just make yourself a little bit more aware, a little more mindful when you're riding, and a little bit more mindful about your riding, because the areas that I told you to concentrate on or suggest that you concentrate on were all contact points with the bike. Well, mostly, hands, fingers, balls of your feet, inside of your thighs, inside of your knees, your butt on the seat. I think the only thing that wasn't actually a contact point was an elbow, where I suggested doing chicken wings to keep your elbows loose. So today I want to go on with another mindfulness exercise. And this one I think might be one of the most important ones for riding. And I'm really not doing this to improve your riding, but to give you something to just get you more grounded while you're riding. Something to make you a little bit more mindful, a little bit more aware, a little bit more conscious of what you're doing when you're riding. And so for this one, let's talk about our eyes. Let's talk about where we look. And I want you, when you're riding, to be prepared to pose yourself some questions about where you are looking when you're riding. And just in a few specific places. We're not going to talk about every circumstance in riding. I just want to talk about a few circumstances. I want to talk about where you put your eyes as you approach a corner, as you go through a corner, and as you leave a corner, as you exit a corner. So as you are approaching a corner, the question I want to ask yourself is, where am I looking? As I look at that corner, as I'm coming up to it on the road, where am I looking? And there can be a number of answers to this question. The important thing for you is to be aware. So, am I looking to gather information about the corner? Am I looking to see, can I see how open or how obscure the view through the corner is? Can I see what the radius of the turn is? Can I see what the road surface looks like? Those are all important things. But the one that I really want you to focus on is how you look to pick up the point where you will actually begin turning the motorcycle. Where's your turn-in point? And I want you to think about that when you're riding. Where was my turn-in point at that turn? Where do I want my turn-in point to be at the next turn? As you go through the corner, then where are you looking as you're going through the corner? Are you looking right in front of the front wheel? Or are you looking somewhere else? Are you looking off to the side? Are you looking at things outside the turn, off the road surface that you find frightening? Or even some stuff that you find frightening on the road surface. Maybe there's a stripe of gravel on it. Maybe there's wet leaves as we're getting into autumn and heading towards winter. Maybe there is a bicyclist in your lane and you're looking at the cyclist. All those things aside, when you're actually looking at the road, where are you looking? So there is a concept that some people call the vanishing point. You'll see other places where it's called the limit point, which is the point where the two edges of the road, in your vision, the two edges of the road appear to converge. The close side edge and the far side edge appear to converge through the turn. Are you looking there? Are you looking to where the road disappears? If not, where are you looking, and why not? And why aren't you looking towards the exit? And then as you pass through the corner, as you get further through the corner and you begin to see the exit, what are you looking at then? Once you can begin to see the straightaway beyond the corner, where are you looking? How far away are you looking? Are you looking right in front of the front tire? Are you looking off in the distance? Are you looking somewhere in between? Why? So this is not about being right or wrong. This is about being aware. And then I'm going to give you one more bonus. If you're ever riding with other riders, or even if you're just on the road behind other vehicles, where are you looking then? Are you just staring at the back of the vehicle in front of you? If you're out on a group ride and you're riding with other motorcyclists, are you just looking at the back tire of the motorcycle in front of you? Or are you looking beyond that motorcycle right in front of you to see what that rider is seeing and what that rider is responding to, rather than waiting to see how their bike responds to what they decide to do? I mean, it's not like you want to ignore the rider in front of you. Clearly, you don't want to forget that they're there, because amongst other reasons you don't want to run into them. But as you think about where you're looking, think about where you're looking in regard to them. Now, I've got another one coming up that I think that I'm actually really excited about that's probably more obscure than this. So let's go work on the vision one. Where am I looking? And why am I looking there? And then on my next one, I'm going to have one that may be a little eccentric, but it's one that I really like, that I think is really interesting for developing feel of the motorcycle and awareness of yourself as a rider. Because that's really what we're after here, is we're really after working on building that awareness, building that consciousness, building that mindfulness. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.